Okay, so let's get right into it. Sympathy and empathy. We hear these words all the time, right? And honestly, we often use them like they mean the exact same thing. But what if I told you that the tiny difference between them is, well, it's pretty much the key to building real powerful relationships? Today, we're going to break down exactly what that difference is and why it changes everything.
So I'll just ask you straight up, sympathy or empathy? Are you really sure you know the difference? A lot of us think we do, but I have a feeling that by the end of this, you're going to see this whole thing in a completely new light.
All right, let's start with the one we're probably all most familiar with, sympathy. And pay attention to that key phrase right there, feeling for someone.
Now, what's really important here is that word distance. Sympathy is when you see someone going through a tough time and you feel for them, you feel compassion, but you kind of stay on the outside looking in, you know? It's saying, wow, I'm so sorry that's happening to you, which is nice, of course, but it keeps a little bit of a wall up. You're acknowledging their pain, not really sharing it.
Okay, so if sympathy is all about feeling for someone, let's talk about how empathy takes that connection one giant step further. As you can see, empathy is all about feeling with someone. And this is where the magic happens.
Empathy is a total game changer. It's not just looking from the outside. It's the ability to, metaphorically take off your own shoes and try on theirs. It's about trying to actually understand their perspective, to join them inside their experience. This right here, this is the heart of what we call emotional intelligence.
And this comparison just lays it all out perfectly. Look at the left. Sympathy says, I am sorry you are going through that. It's polite, it's supportive, but it's still at arm's length. Now, look at the right. Empathy says, I can imagine how overwhelming that must feel for you. I am here with you. You feel that shift, right? It goes from being a polite observation to a statement of genuine connection. So why does this distinction matter so much? I mean, come on. It's not just about picking the right word. This fundamentally changes how the other person feels. It's really the difference between making someone feel pitied and making them feel deeply understood. And this is where we see the real-world impact on our relationships. Sympathy, even when we mean well, can accidentally make someone feel, well, kind of small, like an object of our pity. And let's be honest, we often do it because it's emotionally safer for us, right? It keeps us at a comfortable distance. But empathy makes a person feel seen. It makes them feel validated. It builds that incredible bridge of trust and closeness because you're showing them, hey, you are not alone in this feeling. Okay, this is where we get practical. It's one thing to know the difference, but how do we actually do it? So let's think of this next part as your personal empathy toolkit, a way to start moving from that passive sympathy to active, connecting empathy. It really boils down to 3 key steps. First, just listen more deeply. And that means fighting that urge we all have to jump in with advice or solutions. Just let them talk. Second, you've got to regulate your own emotions. Connecting with someone's pain can be heavy, so staying grounded is crucial. And third, focus on being present, not pitying them, which actually leads to a really, really important point. I really want you to let this one sink in for a second. Our first instinct is almost always to fix it, isn't it? To offer solutions. But in a way, that's just another method of keeping our distance. If we solve the problem, we don't have to sit in the discomfort with them. But true empathy isn't about having the right answers. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just be there, sharing the silence. It's all about connection, not correction. So if you only take one single thing away from all of this today, let it be this simple idea right here. Sympathy acknowledges pain. Empathy shares it. One stands at the edge of a dark pit and says, wow, it sure looks tough down there. The other one climbs down in and says, I'm here with you. And that leaves us with one final question for you to take with you. Just think about it. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, who in your life right now doesn't need your advice, doesn't need your pity, they just need you to be present with them. Making this small but powerful shift from sympathy to empathy, from acknowledging to sharing, it can change absolutely everything in your relationships. It's a skill you practice, not something you perfect overnight, but it's honestly one of the most powerful tools we have for real human connection. And hey, if you want to dive even deeper into this, the full article that inspired this explainer is linked for you right in the description below.